in the long history of traditional poultry breeding. Few bloodlines carry as much cultural depth and legacy as the Asil, also known as Asil. Unlike many modern lines that developed through structured programs, the Aseel bloodline traces its roots back centuries, shaped not only by breeders, but by tradition, environment, and history itself. But where did the Aseel truly come from? How did it spread across regions? And why does it remain one of the most respected heritage bloodlines today? In this video, we will explore the origin, development, traits, and global influence of the Aseel or Aseel bloodline in a clear, educational, and responsible way. Understanding what Aseel or Aseel means. The term Aseel or Aseel is derived from a word meaning pure, original, or authentic. This name reflects how early breeders viewed these birds as a foundation type representing strength, identity, and traditional breeding values, rather than referring to a single uniform strain. Aseel often represents a group of closely related types that share similar characteristics. Geographic origin. The Aseel bloodline is widely recognized as originating from India, where it has been bred for centuries. It is particularly associated with regions such as Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha. These regions provided diverse climates and environments, which played a major role in shaping the adaptability and resilience of the Aseel. Over time, similar birds also appeared across parts of Southeast Asia, indicating a wider cultural and breeding influence. Historical significance. The history of the Aseel bloodline goes back hundreds of years. In traditional societies, these birds were not only valued for breeding purposes, but also symbolized strength, prestige, cultural identity. They were often maintained by experienced breeders who focused on selective pairing, controlled breeding, preservation of core traits. This long-term approach helped maintain the consistency of the Aseel type across generations. Early breeding philosophy. Unlike modern breeding systems that rely on written records and structured programs, early Aseel breeding was based heavily on observation, experience, oral knowledge passed through generations. Breeders selected birds based on physical structure, posture, behavior, environmental adaptability. This created a naturally refined line, shaped slowly over time. Physical characteristics of Aseel birds. Aseel-type birds are often recognized for their distinct and powerful appearance. Common characteristics include compact and muscular body, upright and proud posture, strong legs and solid bone structure, tight feathering, broad head, and firm stance. These features reflect a breeding focus on strength, durability, and structural integrity. Temperament and behavior. Temperament is another defining feature of the Aseel bloodline. These birds are often described as calm but confident, highly aware of their surroundings, strong-willed but manageable with proper handling. Their behavior reflects generations of selective breeding for control and awareness, rather than unpredictability. Adaptability and environmental influence. One of the most important traits of the Aseel bloodline is its adaptability. Having developed across varied climates, these birds show the ability to adjust to different environments, maintain condition under varied feeding systems, respond well to consistent management. This adaptability is one reason why the Aseel bloodline was able to spread beyond its original regions. Global distribution and influence. Over time, Aseel birds were introduced to other parts of the world. They have been exported to various countries where breeders recognize their value in strengthening breeding programs, adding structural integrity, contributing to hybrid development. Their influence can be seen in several modern poultry lines. Role in crossbreeding programs. The Aseel bloodline has played an important role in crossbreeding. Breeders often use Aseel-type birds to improve structure, add durability, enhance resilience. However, successful use requires careful pairing, controlled breeding, long-term evaluation. Challenges in preservation. Like many traditional bloodlines, the Aseel has faced challenges over time. These include loss of original breeding records, uncontrolled crossbreeding, changing breeder priorities, reduced interest in traditional methods. These factors can lead to dilution of original characteristics. Preservation efforts. Despite these challenges, dedicated breeders continue to preserve Aseel-type birds. Their efforts include maintaining small, controlled breeding groups, selecting birds that match traditional traits, sharing knowledge within breeding communities. Preservation is not about perfection, but about maintaining direction and identity. Lessons for modern breeders. The story of the Aseel bloodline offers important lessons. Strong foundations take time to build. Observation is as important as theory. Consistency matters more than speed. Heritage lines require responsible management. These principles apply to all breeding programs. Bloodline versus trait understanding. It is important to understand that not all birds showing Aseel traits are part of a true Aseel bloodline. A true bloodline is defined by consistency across generations, stable trait expression, recognizable identity. This distinction helps breeders make better decisions. The future of the Aseel bloodline. Today there is growing interest in heritage poultry lines. The future of the Aseel depends on education, responsible breeding, documentation, community awareness. As long as these continue, the legacy of the Aseel can be preserved. Conclusion. The origin and history of the Aseel or Aseel bloodline is not just about a type of bird. It is a story of tradition, patience, and cultural heritage. From its roots in India to its influence across the world, the Aseel remains a symbol of authentic breeding foundations. If you enjoy educational content about traditional poultry bloodlines, breeding history, and responsible management, subscribe to Chicken Matter Talks and share this video with fellow enthusiasts, because preserving knowledge is just as important as preserving bloodlines.